Uh-oh, is the melanin on? Are we in this thing? Yes, we are. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope you are doing fantastic. I am doing well. And yes, you've seen the title correctly. This is a Netflix review because there's been a lot of different series, documentaries, movies up on the Netflix that everybody's jumping on and checking out. So down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what are you checking out? What would you like me to check out in the future? And you never know, I just might do a review on it. But of course, I have seen this Aaron Hernandez documentary and I was glued. Like, I literally watched, I believe it's like 5 or 6 episodes. I just watched them in order, back to back to back. Of course, I knew about Aaron Hernandez, but I'd never watched fully when it was going on, when it was on TV, the court case, all of that stuff. I'm not a huge football fan, so I didn't know everything that was surrounding it. I knew it was a pretty big case, but I didn't know everything that it entailed. So watching this, I was literally sitting there like, oh my God, what's gonna happen next? Because I did not know. So if you have not watched this, I want you to check it out. Comment however you feel, but at the same time, the people that we're going to be discussing, the majority are deceased. So that's something that I have to think about as well whenever I'm giving my take on different things that happen in this special. So that's something else that I really want you all to take into consideration is, you know, just have a little bit of sympathy and empathy, if you can, for different things that you just might say, you know, and I'm going to try to do the same thing because it's easy to say XYZ, but then you have to be like, well, damn, hold up. So they're not here. So, you know, certain things I got to be careful with, and hopefully you all will do the same. So hopefully y'all bear with me with how I peel back the layers of this, because it's interesting to do a review on something that's already been done and that was so tragic, and also that is real life. So I have to be careful with that. Now, something that I did want to say was, I don't know who it was that was in the documentary that said it. It was near the end, but they were saying we are a collection of our choices. And I so agree with that, because we are. Whatever you do has consequences. Whatever you do has a positive and a negative effect. And sometimes it has no effect at all. He's a collection of his choices, no matter what. Even when we see in the beginning, his childhood, of course, we saw that he went through a lot of trauma as a child and continued to do so as an adult. We're going to start with his parents. Now, hearing his mom and him, their dialogue going back and forth while he was in prison, and even when she wanted money and just different things, I was getting a headache. I was like, this is a lot. Even when he was like, you fucked my life up. And I mean, he was just going in, and she was really just like, oh my God. But at the same time, I had to look at it and not go like, she has no remorse. It's really like she's gone through her own trauma with his daddy, and you never know what she's gone through in his life. So sometimes you have to peel back the layers of people and not go so hard and be like, oh my God, what the hell wrong with her? It's like, no, you never know what's going on with people. And that's in general. You do not know what is up with people. But at the same time, we are a collection of our choices. So I'm not putting a pacifier in the mouth. I'm not putting a band-aid on the wound. I'm just saying, sometimes you do have to sit back and think, well, damn, what in the hell happened to her? With his father, they talked about that. They talked about how he was the king of the castle, honey. Like, there was abuse going on in there. Came out, his brother said that he was possibly abused as a kid, sexually abused. So it was a lot going on. Even with him saying that, hey, I might want to be a cheerleader. And his daddy saying, oh, hell no, we won't go. That's not what we do up in here. Like, he really could not be himself. So, of course, growing up and playing in a profession where it's like super, super masculine, playing in the NFL, of course you cannot come out and say, hey, I'm gay. Who? No. And even now, you can't do that. And that's the craziest thing, in my opinion, to me. I feel as though, as open as we are as a society, even in the NFL right now, I don't know if anybody has come out and say, hey, I'm a gay man, except for in the documentary. I don't know if they came out and say, hey, I'm gay. I'm not sure, because I haven't looked into it. But why not? Why can't you do that? Why can't you do it in the NBA? Like, I'm really, really confused. I'm super confused. Any of the sports, why is it so... I feel as though we're progressing, but we're not. We're progressing, but in some areas it's like, hold up, we ain't progressed that much. It's like a double-edged sword. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I can only imagine what Aaron Hernandez had to deal with just mentally, with like, okay, I'm playing this sport. I know I can do it. I know I'm really, really good at it. I can make some good money. I can get out of what I'm in, but at the same time, I can't be myself. So what am I going to do with that? You're living a double life. The duality of everything, I know that had to be nerve-wracking. But at the same time, we are a collection of our choices. choices. So whether or not he wanted to come out as gay, or even if he was gay, because that's speculate, we don't know, child. He's not here to talk about it. We're a collection of our choices. So that was his choice to be like, hey, I ain't coming out, I ain't doing that. No ma'am. It was a collection of his pop's choices to say, no, you ain't being no cheerleader. No. And how he ran his household. We're a collection of our choices, but it trickles down to the next generation. It trickles down to your kids. It trickles down to the next person. Next thing, his cousin Tanya. That had me like, whoa, the loyalty, bro, in that family was crazy, especially with his cousin Tanya. I mean, she is battling cancer. She's on her treatment, honey. She's on her last days, and she's still in that courtroom. Even did time for dude and said, nah, I ain't saying nothing. Even hid. I'm wondering, wait, was it his cousin Tanya's house where that silver SUV was? But either way, she had vehicles. She like, I don't know where that vehicle is. Actually, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not saying shit. Just take me on to jail. I was like, whoa. His fiance, she a good one too. The loyalty, even with his fiance. I mean, she taking the safe out. Okay, first of all, if you got them super high-powered surveillance cameras, okay, don't you know where they're at in the house? You just take it out. This is like, I was so confused with a lot of that stuff, and I'm gonna get to it in a second, but you're taking the whole safe out in a garbage bag. Ma'am, are you serious? They got the gun in it, and they asking you on the stand, so ma'am, you don't remember where you took it? I mean, a dumpster. And they were like, where? Child, no. What? Honey, the loyalty, I'm not even gonna say the loyalty, the cover-ups were crazy. His fiance's sister, okay? That was crazy. I was sitting here like, hold up, why's she sitting over there? She was the girlfriend of Odin Lloyd, who was murdered, okay, by Hernandez and the crew. I was like, I can't. This is too much. How does this work? Which brings us to case number 1 with Odin Lloyd. First of all, the evidence, my God, I was sitting here like, okay, how did he do this? Like, I was really like, okay, y'all got to convince me, because I'm the type, like, you got to show me something. And baby, they didn't have to show me much. The gun. First of all, there you go. You get home, you got the gun, just, where we going? The surveillance cameras for number 1. The dude in the documentary even said, if there was no surveillance camera, dude would still be here today. Just saying. I'm just saying, like, that had to be the craziest shit. With all, I mean, and it was high-powered 4K shit. I was like, well, what 4K? But shit, you could see the blunt. Oh my God. Okay. Everybody knew Aaron Hernandez loved to smoke him some weed. Okay. But the blunt, you had to smoke that night. You had to leave it there. Right there. Had your lip prints on it. Your fingerprints on it. And it was a big ass blunt. You didn't even finish it off. That pissed me off. Oh my God. The prints of his Jordans. Oh my God. Sir, really? 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 Bubblicious Bubba Gum. You didn't want to do Big Red that night. You didn't want to do nothing else. You wanted to do Bubblicious Bubblegum. And this was the gotcha for me. The casings that were in the Enterprise rent-a-car that he gave back the next day. And the girl was like, I thought that was like, shell casings. Yeah, child, it was. All in all, I felt bad for Odin Lloyd's family. I really did. I mean, his poor little mama, his girlfriend, I just felt bad. And then you had all them people like, what in the hell? Which made me think we are a collection of our choices, because they did a play-by-play of how they knew each other, what was going on, and we're a collection of our choices. Same with Odin Lloyd. We are a collection of our choices. And it just made me go, damn, Gina. I mean, sometimes you can get around people and you have good intentions, but the shit hits the fan because y'all are just doing some crazy ass reckless shit and you know too much and you shouldn't know this person and this one come in. It's too much. It was just reckless behavior. No accountability with Aaron Hernandez, but at the same time, he never had to have no accountability, okay? After his pops died, we're gonna get into the whole double homicide situation. Yeah. That was case number 2. And then the funny thing is, this happens. Actually, it's not funny. It's crazy as hell to me. Oh my God. So this happens, right? And then a month later, he signs a $40 million contract an extension. It wasn't an extension or a 5-year contract, whatever, with the Patriots. I said, how in the hell does this happen? And that's the thing. You got the owner, you got the coach, you got the players looking like, we don't know this man. I'm sorry for this man. What happened? And that's the thing. You don't know the people that you got around you half the time. And half the time you could be working with somebody, you thinking everything good, they go home and shit is hitting the fan at their house. You do not know what's going on with people half the time. You don't. Which brings us to the trial, okay? So he is convicted, found guilty on case number 1 with Odin Lloyd. Guilty, gotta go to jail, boom, pow. Then you go with case number 2 with the double homicide. He is found not guilty, but of course he has one of the best lie warriors in the game to get him off for this one. And then, here's the thing though. You still got to serve, okay, for case number 1. He wants to appeal the situation, but then he figures out, I don't know how he figures what was going on through his head with this one. If I die, okay, commit suicide, take my own life, then the appeal, it's garbage. Like, it's like it never happened again. And then everything is expunged for me, and then my family can just go on and do what they got to do. So he proceeds to do that, which I think is like, really, bro? Really? That's what you want to do? Like, you just want to ease on out? I kind of see why you did it, but then on the other hand, it's kind of like you didn't think that all the way through, okay? He didn't at all. Absolutely not. So then at the end, come to find out, Odin Lloyd's family is like, what? Absolutely not. She is in there like swimwear to get a law passed to say, hey, let's knock out that old law that was in the state of Massachusetts. If you die or whatever, then the case is thrown out. No, absolutely not. Then they bring up that Aaron Hernandez, his family ended up letting his brain be given to science, basically to see if he had CTE. And come to find out he did. And it was a very, 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 and I mean very advanced case of CTE. I think it was like stage 3. And I was like, geez. And granted, a lot of people were saying that's the reason why he did what he did. And granted, no, I wouldn't say all that because he made those decisions. We are a collection of our choices. And then they're saying maybe he did it because he was gay. Maybe he killed Odin Lloyd because he knew that he was gay and he might out him, or he might out him about the double homicide, or it was just a lot. And then, hold up, I forgot what the dude's name was that was on trial, who was going in, who was a drug kingpin. Y'all know who I'm talking about if you've seen it. Baby, and how he got shot and how they were trying to frame him. I was like, oh my God, this is too much at one time. This is a lot. We are a collection of our decisions. Whether Aaron Hernandez was gay, whether he had CTE, whether he was just a product of his own trauma, we're a collection of our choices. He made these decisions. Now, granted, in case number 1, honey, it looks like that. I saw it. I said, okay, Case number 2, I don't know. It was all over the place. They kept going back and forth trying to frame the other dude. So I don't know with that one. But I mean, everything, the evidence, my God, for the first. All in all, this whole series had me like, oh my God. But down below in the comment section, I would love to know, what did you think about this Aaron Hernandez documentary? Let's talk about it down below. I know it's a lot. I felt so heavy after watching it. I've witnessed things firsthand that kind of took me back, and I was like, no, I don't need to watch this. So I'm glad it wrapped itself up, because I was like, baby, this is a lot, and it's really, really heavy. So yeah, watching things that are so tragic like that sometimes it's a bit much. But yeah, I did want to talk about it because everybody has been talking about this. And something I also wanted to hit on is everybody talking about, oh my God, he's so fine. No, yes, Aaron Hernandez was a fine man. Okay, he was very cute, and those teeth, honey, oh, he was adorable. He was very, very cute. But at the same time, what the hell? No. So yeah, sorry to this man. But yeah, I would love to know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you want me to watch something else, make sure to put your suggestions down below. But I will see you on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.